there, folks. Welcome back to BSG Annual 2021, benefiting Mind. We have our next run coming up now. We have the always amazing xoneris with Metroid Deep Freeze. Please take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Ever Amazing Tiny Tim. Hi guys, good morning. It's your boy, xoneris. I literally got out of bed 15 minutes ago, it feels like, so this is gonna be an absolute banger of a run. So, here's title screen. This is Metroid Deep Freeze. So, if you never heard of Metroid Deep Freeze, it's a ROM hack of Metroid Zero Mission. And yeah, that's pretty cool. It has a few funny bits, like, for example, here. It says alleviate boredom when you want to, like, continue gaming. So, let's go. So, timer starts in 3, 2, 1, and a go. So normally I would skip this, but just to give you a glimpse of the lore here, a space dragon and its metallic recreations decided to flash freeze an unknown planet. Their motives are unclear, but I do not care what they are. I am bored, so I will hunt these heathens and brutally kill them to alleviate my boredom. The metal one is my main target, but killing both would be radical. Samus. Created by Captain Glitch. So yeah, this is a ROM hack created by Captain Glitch. I actually asked the guy, Captain Glitch, if he wants to commentate for the run, but unfortunately he's out of town right now, so feels bad, man. But one day, we'll get him one day. I still believe. So yeah, since we will be getting everything in this game in like 20 minutes, except that we get like everything pretty fast already. So, a little bit about this ROM hack here. So this is a ROM hack that was created for a contest. So Captain Glitch had 1 month of time to create a ROM hack of any Metroid game. And the only restriction was it had to be like winter themed. And that's what he came up with. So yeah, like the quote-unquote lore of the ROM hack is that we're on this planet where literally everything is frozen. And you can see that by a few enemies, frozen enemies in the background. But this is a pretty cool ROM hack here. I think the only thing that it's a little bit negative here is that pretty much every area looks exactly the same. So when you play this for the first time, you tend to get lost quite a bit. Because everything looks exactly the same. But once you get the hang of the layout, it's actually not that bad. So, yeah, pretty much as in the main game, Metroid Zero Mission, you collect all the same items. They're just on like different locations and such. Interestingly enough, to be able to finish this game, you only need the morph ball, the regular bombs, and the speed booster, and then you could go right towards the end. I think any percent runs of this ROM hack are like 6 minutes or so. So there's a lot of quote-unquote optional content in this ROM hack, which is pretty great. This game features like 4 bosses, and 2 of them are like optional, which is pretty great. So there's this secret area in the game towards the end, and in order to access that secret room, you have to defeat the other 2 optional bosses, which is kind of interesting. Nice, I totally missed that super. That's probably gonna be bad. So here's the first mandatory boss of the run. This is Imago. If you played the original Zero Mission, you might remember this guy. He just has slightly different color now. Oh my god, what a terrible start. I messed up so bad. Okay, this might take a second here. No! Oh my god. Okay, there we go. That was pretty Almost dead here. That was terrible. So here's the speed booster, the only quote-unquote the last mandatory upgrade to like right now. I could go towards the end of the game immediately and finish the game, but you know, this is 100%, so we're gonna collect everything else there is in this game. So let's go. So here's a funny little thing that he changed, so you can speedrun through this door here for some reason. Here's this cool little ball spark you can do. So, and it's time to backtrack and collect a lot of items that we already skipped. So, this room here, for example, has 2 items, and we already were in this room once, and we just walked over everything. So there's the wave beam down here, and in the same room a little bit further up, if you do this cool shine spark here like this, there's this hidden super missile tank here. And this thing. And the long beam. So here we do a nice little glitch. Or, I mean, technically, like, it's not a glitch because in the main game this, like, never happens. So I jump into that, like, in the thing to, whoops. Into the Chozo statue to refill my health and stuff. But, like, the enemy walks into me, so I get, like, bumped out of it. Wow, okay. And, but the... like, I still get, like, full, like, health and missiles, which is a pretty cool little thing. So here's a neat little ball spark you can do. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Alright. Very nice. That was pretty cool. So coming up is the first optional boss in the game, which is going to be our boy Kraid. Big boy green man Kraid here. And I'm missing everything. Great start. Yeah, this fight is probably the most annoying fight in the game. So you just... so in order to hurt him, you need to shoot missiles in his mouth. And in order for him to open his mouth, you shoot his, like, third eye up there on his forehead. And you try to not get distracted by everything else here. If you do it very fast, you can finish this fight very quick. If you hit all of your super missiles, which I didn't do. But yeah, it's a thing. Also, there's normally a super long cutscene of him dying and such. But the door, for some reason, when you kill him, is still open. So you can just walk out, which is very nice. And yeah, in this ROM hack, Captain Glitch also changed item descriptions and such. So, for example, the screw attack is called Overkill, and the description is Kill Everything. Which is, like, a funny little thing. So the screw attack is, you know, this like, energy wave thing. Whenever I do, like, a spin jump, I have this, like, wave around me that, like, hurts enemies. It's, like, one of the best abilities in the game. Yeah, this entire ROM hack is paced pretty interestingly. So all of the best items are, like, paced everywhere. It's pretty cool. So we're back here, and we quickly go down here into this quote-unquote other secret area. So, and here we will be picking up the power bombs. So, I was the one who started routing this game here, this ROM hack. And fellow Metroid runner Manda Tobi came in and gave me a few ideas for some route changes. And it turned out that pretty much all of his ideas were faster. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So, by the way, here's a quick warning. This game, if you're struggling with like epilepsy or photosensitive stuff, you should look away right now. Because this is probably the one thing that is not so great about this ROM hack. So, there's this alarm in the game, and for some reason, Captain Glitch decided to make this alarm in very bright rainbow colors like this. Alright, we're safe again. It's all good again. I'm not sure why he made it that way, but, you know, that's how it is sometimes. And the rainbow color will come back towards the end of the run, so... Probably should have put the warning a little bit earlier. So... Just collecting some stuff here. Here's some more items. Some more rockets, some more missiles. So what I really like about the speedrunning this game here is... It just has, like... How can I explain this? So... The speedrun of this game is just... It has a few things that are just very nice for speedrunning. Like, a few items that, like... have like good synergy, are like close to each other, and like the layout just gives itself to be like for like shine sparks and all that. They're just like it just lines up very nicely in general. So this here is the only save station I quickly need to use because I'm out of power bombs at this point, and the red door, the yellow door here only opens with a power bomb. So quick refill here. And we are now getting the best suit of the game, the ice suit. Which says, you are one with the cold. Frigid water no longer slows you down, but it probably won't handle heat well. Well, too bad there is no heat in this game. So here's the other second optional boss, good old Mr. Ridley Man. Big old screamy boy. There we go. More screaming. So this one is a pretty easy fight. You just spam him with all the missiles you have. Preferably your normal missiles and not the super missiles. Because there's an interesting little quirk in this ROM hack that Captain Glitch made. So for some reason, he lowered the fire rate of super missiles. And in testing, I found out that killing Ridley with just regular normal missiles is like half a second faster than using super missiles. So that's an interesting little fact. So, and because we have now collected, or rather defeated, both secret or optional bosses, we can now slowly but surely go to the secret room, and I'm pretty sure everybody here in chat will appreciate the secret room because it's a nice little meme, but you'll see when we get there. Before we do that, we just collect some more stuff here on the way. So coming up here is the second suit of the game, the gravity suit. And if you played Metroid games, gravity suit is normally the best suit in the game, but here in this ROM hack, gravity suit is basically useless. Because the water on this planet, the frigid water, like, works slightly different. Like, normally with the gravity suit, your water doesn't impair your movement and such. But because this is, like, frigid water, it doesn't work with the gravity suit. It's, like, lore and stuff. So, we are now making our way to the secret room. And in order... Or actually, before that, we get one more item that requires this... very neat like chain of like shine sparking here. And there we go. Easy peasy. So now we get into the secret room, which is right up here in this, behind this door here. And there we go. We are now in the secret room, which is full of all these items, but only 4 of these items are actually real. Also, there's a hidden message here. And I'm quickly gonna slow down here so everybody can read this like secret message here. This is probably a secret message targeted towards me and literally every of my other speedruns. So that's pretty cool. So there's not all too many items left before we can go and fight the final boss of the game. So we are now gonna fight this this one mini boss that technically we could have been fighting right at the start of the game, but we're skipping it right until now. Because it's just faster to do it last because you don't need the item he gives you. It is I don't remember his name, but it's like Mr. Worm guy here. So what do? You shoot 2 super missiles and 1 normal missile in his eyes. And that's it. He gives you the charge beam, but the charge beam is vastly useless in this particular ROM hack of the speedrun. Or a speedrun of the ROM hack, that way around. But yeah, just doing it right here. Just a tiny bit faster. Alright, and now we can go towards the end of the game. So the reason we need Shine Spark is to go through this little wall here. And we are now quote-unquote in the end game area. So there are 2 more items, I believe. There's some super missiles here. And 1 last energy tank that is coming up in just a bit. Right here. And then the last upgrade of the game, which is thematically obviously the Ice Beam, which says freeze your foes in the same way they froze the planet. And it's time for the final boss of the game. And after the final boss, the flashing colors will come back, so epilepsy photosensitive warning coming up in like 30 seconds. So this is the final boss. This is Mecha Ridley. He's an absolute joke of a final boss. So what you do is you shoot like a bunch of super missiles in his very glowing red belly button thing there. And that's the boss. Easy, easy. Easy clappers. And now the usual, like, you have X minutes before everything explodes starts. In this case, it's 5 minutes, and the flashing colors come back right now. And now we're in the escape sequence. So time is coming up fairly shortly here after we're doing some final stuff here. Also, because of the colors and all that, this area is sometimes a little bit laggy. Sprite overload and such. So just a couple more screens here. A few more enemies on the way. Taking this little secret passage over here. Meow, meow, meow. So this here's the second to last screen. Just some minor stuff here. Don't worry about it. Alright, this here's the last screen of the game, so get ready on the timer. Just 4 enemies here, and time. As soon as you jump into this little ship here, time's, yeah. And here's a funny thing at the end. If you let this guy there alive, a second guy comes in and kills him. This always looks kind of funny. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So, since... Yeah, I can already see it on chat. I finally did it. I was not underestimated. But This might not be as big as an accomplishment as you think, because this is a Metroid game, and 100% at that one, we quickly have to wait out the credits and see the final time, quote unquote, and the final, like, how many percent of the things that I collected. And I included the credits in my estimate, so it's that's why the estimate, or why I'm probably not over. And yeah, these credits runs for like 1-2 minutes, so I think this was probably a good moment for Tim to mention a few things, if a few donations came in, or if anything else you want to mention.
Perfect, because we do. I've got a couple of donations here for you.
Awesome.
We have €5 from Earthling Dave, who just says, "Go forward, guys." Well, thank you for that. And €15 from Galacy XG without any comment, but thank you very much indeed. Now, I do want to point out, however, that the next one coming up very shortly is going to be the Super Metroid Ascent, and we do have the iconic Save versus Kill the Animals bid war. And currently we have €10 towards kill, but 30 towards save. So if you wish to kill those animals, remember you've got basically the duration of this next run to get those donations in. I'm sure it'll be a highly contested goal. So remember, all your donations go towards Mind as well. Xoneris.
Awesome. So yeah, while the cred's still running, some final shoutouts from me here while we're at it. So yeah, this was my last run of BSG Annual. Thanks for having 3 of my runs, guys. I enjoyed doing all 3 of them, even though like 2 of them were at kind of bad times for me, but you know, that's sometimes how it's gotta be. I hope all of you guys enjoyed my runs. I personally, like I mentioned, I enjoyed my time here. Yeah, shoutouts to Manda Toby, who helped me route this speedrun. Big shoutouts to Captain Glitch, who made this ROM hack all by himself alone in 1 month. And like I mentioned at the start, I tried to get him on commentary. Sadly, he's out today. But one day, I will finally get him to commentate one of my runs, and it's going to be glorious. So I can ask him questions about the ROM hack while playing it. It's gonna be glorious. And yeah, I think that's all the shoutouts. Maybe shout out to Boxmeister, who also runs this game a little bit every now and then. And yeah, that's the credits. So we get to see in just a moment if this run is legit and if I actually collected all 100% of the items or if I goofed. But this looks pretty alright to me. So clear time 14:22. And did we do it? We did it! Poggy Wuggies, 100%. Clear time 14:22. I think my PB is 11:58 or something in-game time. But yeah. So that's it for me. Thanks for having me, guys. Like Tiny Tim mentioned, coming up next is my boy Linkameister with more Metroid ROM hack awesomeness. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah, just final words here. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay safe. Don't forget to love each other. And yeah. That was me signing out for a final time here at BSG. Thanks for having me, guys. And see you next mission, as it says in Metroid. So, bye, everybody.
Thank you very much, Xoneris. Absolutely fantastic. Stay with us, folks. We're going to go to a quick intermission just now. And as I say, we will be back with the next run very shortly, which is going to be Linkameister with the absolutely interesting and brilliant Super Metroid Ascent. Please stay with us. Thank you.